In the UAE, we considered any piece of land, any fixtures to the property, and any build up on the land in the shape of a grey structure, or it could be a building, a villa, and any services permanently associated with any of the three as real estate. Now, when we talk about VAT and real estate, we need to bifurcate real estate into whether we're talking about commercial real estate or residential real estate. Now, when we talk about supply of real estate, it means that either you are selling the real estate or you are renting, you are putting it on a lease, a rental agreement with your tenant. Now, in case of commercial buildings, commercial real estates, commercial parking plots, for example, right? It's very clear that 5% VAT will be applicable in any and all scenarios. But in case of residential real estate, it's a little bit different. As we studied, the first 3 years since completion of the real estate, residential real estate, or the first time it becomes available for sale, or first time it's being rented, it will be zero rented. Okay. Then what about the second time that it's going to be, second or third time that it's going to be sold or rented, or what about after 3 years on the, for example, fourth year or the fifth year since the completion of the residential real estate, what will be the case scenario in that event? Now, in that event, if you're talking about sales of the residential real estate, it is exempt. When we talk about giving it on for further lease for another rental agreement with new tenant, for example, in that case, there may be two scenarios. One case scenario is that the person who is going to be your tenant is going to stay probably for less than 6 months, or he is not a valid Emirates ID holder, which means the person who is staying is there on visit visa. If this is the case scenario, then in that case, what's going to happen is that your residential real estate will be 5% standard rated. Why is that so? Because in that case, the person is coming on visit visa, he's a tourist. And the tenancy tenure is so short that you cannot avail the advantages like an exempt individual or organization. However, if our tenant is staying for more than 6 months and he has a valid Emirates ID, then in that case, after 3 years, it will be an exempt supply of real estate.